Let me go ahead and get my iPad up and going so I can see your guys' comments. While my wife brings me some hot water. See, we got the empty hot water thing there to do all the tests on classics. And I have the 80s figures too. Just pour it underneath it. Great, thanks. All right. You can see the water pouring. Ooh. Thanks, beautiful.
Is that enough?
Yep. All right. You can close the door too if you want. You don't want to hear me jabbering. All right. So let's see who's on here. Looks like we have Trapjaw 72, Unicron, and Randy Moss. Thanks you guys for joining. Hey, Jeff. YouTube did the auto sharing. Hooray! Hooray! YouTube's doing its job. All right, let me bring this closer so I don't spill hot water on my cool little flannel piece here. And let's go ahead and check this out. So, as you guys know, back in the 80s, we got this cool Mekaneck. And he was a fun toy because you could use him to knock over figures like things like that, to use them for multiple ways of fighting. I used to use them for kicking all the time too. You take his head and you'd push it down and have him kick, you know, almost like sweep the leg. And so you can also use it for punching too. He was great for backhanding people or slapping them in the face. You bring it back and then whap, do the old head slap. So there was some features you could do with that neck, which made it kind of handy and kind of cool. And really, if you think about it, he doesn't have really a lot of playability except for the action features, because he only gets to see about another extra inch taller than the regular Masters of the Universe. So it's like you got your He-Man figure. Let me pull out the original 80s He-Man that I have in my special box. There we go. And, you know, really it's not that much taller. So if there was a small, battering ram works the best way. So that was always kind of fun using his feature that way to do more damage. And you think about it, this nice pointed head, I mean, that can really hurt somebody, you know? So that was kind of an added cool, fun feature. So then we got the 2000X one, which also had the same type of feature, which I should have brought one out, but I didn't. And then, of course, we got Classics, which Classics was really cool, except for instead of an action feature, we got these two neck pieces, a regular one and an extra double-decker neck piece. Dun, dun, dun. Almost like when you get the special Oreo cookies with the mega stuff. This is like the mega stuff version for his neck. So, all right. Wow, you guys are writing a lot of stuff. Hey, Ronald, thanks for joining us. I tried the Classics extra neck extension, but the peg and whole head is different size. We'll see. We'll check it out. Hopefully we can make it work, but maybe not. All right, so in the box, we get the Road Ripper. Oh, excuse me. The Ground Ripper. Ground Ripper? Okay, whatever, Mattel. I mean, yes, technically there's not a lot of roads on Eternia, so I could see they could have called it Dirt Ripper. Even Dirt Ripper sounds cooler than Ground Ripper. You know? And instead of Ripper, just add the word hog in there. Dirt Hog! And let's see what we have here. Oh, replaced with Second Mantle. Oh, I thought you'd pull it back and let it go. They tricked me. I thought this was put it back, let it go. But no, this is change the head and push it yourself with your own power. Oh. Anyway, yes, they should have added the cool ripcord. Hence why it was called Ripper, because it had the ripcord in the past. But here's your figures in the line. We have Ratlore, Cobra Khan, Boltman, and Snake Armor He-Man. And then we have Ground Ripper with Mekaneck. Now, it's funny, is I'm surprised they threw Mekaneck in here, because Mekaneck is, you know, a lot of people's B-list figures they like. I mean, granted, it's not the top 11, but it's still up there with a lot of people's favorites. And you would think, being that this it can be used for more than one vehicle, sometimes they would show multiple in different cartoons and stuff, that you don't need a bunch of Mekanecks. I'm surprised they didn't put another figure in here, one that was more generic, that could be used either as an army builder, but not really anything that's really popular, because you'd buy it for the Road Ripper. That's just like when they gave us the Prince Adam and Sky Sled. It was the same thing. You need to have at least 6 Sky Sleds. Hold on a second here. But you don't need to have 6 Prince Adams. So you have this quandary going on of, well, I want 6 of these, 3 for the good guys, 3 for the bad guys, so we can have some cool wars. Because even in the picture, they even show multiple people in the Sky Sled flying around on both sides. I mean, they have 4 here showing just in this shot alone. 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, you know. But anyway. So, again, another fail where they put a main character that's only one person, not multiple people. Actually, no, there's 5 because there's this giant one right here in the middle here. Didn't you see that? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just in this one picture alone. So, yep. So, of course, there are probably tons of Adams on eBay. I'm trying to get rid of them. You can only customize Adams so much. Well, Mekaneck's kind of the same way. But they don't show a whole bunch of ground rippers in the picture, at least, to make the kids feel even worse about themselves. It's a good thing they only show 1. All right, let's find my scissors. Here they are. Let's check out the back of the box and read it. I didn't read it. Mekaneck races the high-speed ground ripper to scout our evil enemies encroaching on the battlefield. And then it says right here, let's see, let me zoom that a little bit. Modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action features. Masters of the Universe Origin gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures in a new action-packed battle positions. Okay, well, nothing specific about our particular toy here we're going to open up. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. All right. A quick note, this cardboard's really thin on this. It will rip really easily, so if you want to keep it nice and pristine, be more careful than I was on opening that. Galaxorian says he has one. Unicron says I only have 5 Wind Raiders, laughing out loud. Wind Raiders, wow. That's a lot of Wind Raiders, man. All right, there it is. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to take the Road Ripper out first, and then we'll take a look at the figure, because I'm actually more interested in the Road Ripper. Sorry, for those that are Mekaneck fans, I know I called the video Mekaneck, but well, look at that. They got easy remove pieces. Wow, that was easy. Ooh, so, as you guys know, the original had a rip cord that would go in here, and you'd rip, and it had like a heavy wheel right here in the middle. And mostly the heavy wheel did all the work. These are almost more for looks, and it kind of just spin a little bit, but the heavy wheel was what did all the work. And I don't know why they didn't repeat that. Would it be that difficult? And the other one used to have a view screen right here, and this one just has controls only, so no view screen there. But the stickers are kind of cool, and I guess this is supposed to be removable. Let's get this sticker off there. Or not sticker, rubber band. Let's see if we can't... oh, it just pulls off that way. That's funny. The picture shows it sliding on the back of the box, but it doesn't slide. It actually pulls on and off. Whoa, it had 2 plastic things on there. Two. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. It has 2 plastic things on top of there. I wonder if they all came that way, or if I just have an error one. Dude, don't open it. It's an error one. You can get thousands of dollars in the future for it. Oh, no. Of course, now you'd never know. It's like I saw this auction just yesterday, and it was for a Triclops with a black head, and it was like super rare variant. It's like, it's not a variant. It's either a factory error or something else happened. All right, so you can go ahead and swap this out. Put this one on instead. Ooh, I can feel once I put that on there, it's going to be harder to remove. That's a nice, solid, I guess not too bad. But this one's pretty loose. Anyway, I'm going to keep this one on because that's what I'm used to seeing. All right, now to get Mekaneck free from his plastic. All right, let's first start with, didn't just bought one last month. All right, so we got this little piece here. There it is. Let's check out the Classics one compared to this one. So it's a little less shorter. Let's compare the height of the original to this neck piece. And it's pretty comparable. We'll see once it's on how comparable it is. All right, let's get them out of this. What? They added little ties on there too? Like the plastic bubble wasn't enough? Ugh, come on out of there. You can do it, Mekaneck. Oh! Well, I got his legs off. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. Let's put them back together. All right. We are set now. We have our neck of Mekanecks here. Let's turn his waist and... Oh, nothing. Oh. You have to actually rip his head off. Oh, wait, before we do that, let's do the articulation. So we have ankle articulation, boot cut. We got knee bends. It's kind of stuck a little bit. There we go. Don't break on me. Then we have thigh. Well, not thigh, but right there. Then we have his waist that turns. And then his arm moves, his elbow moves, and his wrist bends, and his head moves. And he's sporting the cool chrome glasses. Ooh, if you look closely at your screen, you'll see your reflection. And there we go. Straighten your knee, man. Now, before we do a comparison for height, we got to first make them the same height before we add the neck piece. So let's go ahead and, well, that's not quite close enough. Got to do a little bending on these knees. The bee's knees. Almost. Almost, but no cigar, sir. There we go. Now they're about the same height, comparable. So now we can do a true neck comparison after we swap them out. Let's go ahead and pull his head off. See how easy it comes off. Cool. Now let's see. Is there a front and back? Well, this has like 2 stripes on the back here and a solid in the front. I'm guessing that's probably supposed to be his neck. Let's just look at the picture just to see. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Well, the picture right here shows it's still silver before it was painted. And I can't see any stripes on there. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Okay, this goes in the front right there. You can see that. So the striped pieces go in the front, according to their picture. Ugh. Get on there, man. And I guess if you do it right, it fits into the armor on the back, kind of, sort of. Now let's put his head on. Get your head on, man. Now I moved his legs a lot, but we'll stand. So they are pretty comparable in size. This one's just a little bit taller, but you can see the way the head attaches. It's kind of weird. It's like the head doesn't go deep enough onto that neck. Let's turn it around. Turn it around town. Yeah, I guess it does work better this way. All right. Let me look at your guys' comments, and we'll get back to this and have some more fun. Joe, thank God I still have the original. 80s kids had it best. Yes. I tried to explain it to my granddaughter one time. I said, you know what? My generation, we did all the cool stuff. Your generation just piggybacks on our stuff. Kind of giving her a hard time. Uh-oh, which is the new one? Which is the old one? I'm guessing this is the new one because it feels softer and doesn't seem as nice. But maybe I'm wrong. You know what? This might be the new one. I wish they had a date on them so I could tell the difference. You know, I think this is actually the new one, the shiny one. Shiny. Oh, nothing. No. Ah. All right. So let's go ahead and try some experimenting. Now, someone said this was a different size, and it definitely is a different size. I can feel that it's not going to fit. So let's do some heating up with our water of hotness. Let's go and throw in the tall one too while we're at it. Where are my tongs? The tongs of power. Let's just let that sit in there for a while and see if we can get that peg loosened up enough to extend his head extra long. Extra long. You know what's funny with him being in the Road Ripper is a long time ago, I used to kind of dog on Mekaneck. And so I remember I made this thing, if I can find it. Let's see, dash man.us. Go. This is my old website that I had for a long time. It's got some fun features on it. See, like, old animation. You can close and open the drawbridge. Ooh, for those who haven't seen my site from a long time ago. And let's go ahead and search and look up Mekaneck. Mekaneck. All right. I think it's under story starters. Could have sworn I stuck it under story starters. Here it's under Blitz Fiction. Oh yeah, it's under Blitz Fiction. And let's see. Where is my lame Mekaneck story? Nope. Nope. There we go. Burp. There we go. So you can see I stuck He-Man in there. And it was just kind of funny doing this thing, and it shows the evil horde running towards him, and he's just standing there. But it's funny because I made this so long ago, and I just happened to have him in the Road Ripper, even though it wasn't the two-part set. So now I could remake that image pretty easily. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny that he was packaged with the Road Ripper. Remember going to Toys R Us, man? High Train or Night Train? I remember going to Toys R Us. I used to take my kids there all the time. All right. This has been nice and warmed up. Let's go and take the small neck piece out first. See if we can't shove it on there. I don't want to ruin my chalkboard piece either, so I have to keep it kind of dry in here. Usually I just drip water everywhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got that on there. Now so you can get his head on there. Oh, his head is kind of loose on there. So you probably want to use some O-rings or something to stack that up. But there he is. He's sporting the Classics neck now, so now he's a little taller. Now he can't stand. Oh. Now he's way taller up than the Classics one. All right, let's try the long extension piece now. And again, I'd want to stick some sort of thing to make that. Look at that. Dun da da. Now in the 2000X cartoon, they had his neck just go everywhere. It was kind of ridiculous. You can see now. Burp, there it is. So yeah, that is like extra ridiculous. Go gadget next, says Scott. That's funny. All right. Let's see. The ground road ripper looks unfinished. It needs something to hold on. Yes, that was always a problem with the road ripper. There was nothing to hang on to, even back in the original release. Let's go ahead and put his head back on like normal, all the way down. Just to be a lot of stuff to fit inside his body. Something kind of crazy. Even this, you think about it. I mean, doesn't that mess with his digestive system and his heart and his lungs and everything else? And this big old chunk of metal coming out. So not only would Man-at-Arms have to make him a cyborg piece to come in and out, and also the mechanism, he'd also have to make more of him mechanical too, so that he could replace his heart and lungs and intestines and stomach. And when he eats, does his food go down his mouth, through all the way through the neck, and then back up to get digested around? I don't know. I know. Too much, man. Too much. Stop thinking it's just a kid's toy. All right, the road of rippiness. So his feet, if I can get this camera to aim correctly. I need to put some kind of thumb stop here, so I stop putting my thumb in front of the camera all the time. So his feet sit on these pedals right here, and then he sits back in the chair, and we strap him on in. You've been strapped in, Mekaneck. And his butt does not quite hit the seat all the way. He's kind of floating there. But I imagine if I put a little bit more force and really tighten this thing down, it does make him sit a little tighter in there. And his legs also don't quite go on the pedals all the way either. His ankles are kind of... Let me try to straighten this leg out. I guess he controls the whole thing just with the foot pedals, is what I'm guessing. No hands required. Let's see what kind of stickers they have on those foot pedals first. See if they actually look like pedals. Oh yeah, it looks like it could be some kind of pedal. Well, that doesn't. So I guess that it should have put some kind of sticker that actually looks like a pedal on there. Maybe his knees supposed to bend more. Maybe he's supposed to have his foot flat on there. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. That looks uncomfortable. Yeah, that's not right. That can't be right. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the artwork again, and it shows his feet going forward on it, not flat. Rocket Man. Rocket Man! All right, so there we go. There it is. There is the road ripperness. I have got to do something with this. This needs something. I'll be right back. You guys can look at the road ripper for a second. I will see what I can find. Okay. I'm working on a secondary project of oh, I can't reach it. Here we go. I'm working on a secondary project of motorizing this here and making it remote controlled. And in my process of trying to find things to make it remote controlled, I bought a bunch of different remote control cars to rip apart in pieces. And I got this one little one. I forgot about it till just now when I was doing this video. And this little one's supposed to be really fast. If I can get it out of the box. It's a little stunt roller one. And I'm thinking, you know, the parts to this might be better in the Road Ripper. It won't work very good in this because it's too fast. But it might be cool to replace this here with the parts of this little stunt roller here. Let me take a look at it. Where are my scissors? And I'm guessing because it was so inexpensive, batteries are probably not included. I'll probably have to run out and grab some batteries. I got some in the closet in there. Let's just go get them. Oh, I just dropped the directions. I should have put a link to this in the description. Oh, it's got a USB cable. I guess that's the charger for it. Oh yeah, look at that. That wheelbase will fit inside there. So I'm thinking about maybe tearing this apart, both of these, and not keeping the front wheels on this one, just using the back wheels on this one, and replacing them, and then putting these on this little motor here, and then I can control it and zip it around. And I think that would be a way cooler Road Ripper. That's what I'm thinking. I think that would be kind of cool. Way cooler than what we got now, and I think it will trek pretty quick because this thing's supposed to be pretty fast according to the website where I bought it at. Now this is made to stunt roll. Obviously, we're not going to do any stunt rolls on this because we got the bar on the back here to keep it from doing wheelies too high. The wheelie bar, but still, I think replacing those rear wheels. Now these wheels don't have a lot of traction. So we have to put some kind of rubber on them or something in order to give it more traction. This is going to spin in the rug and not do any good. I want it to actually take off. So rubber around the wheels, pull it apart, stick this motor in there instead, rip off the front wheels on this, and then make sure that I can still charge it. Where's the charging port on this? That to make sure whatever I do, I can still charge it. There it is, right on the bottom. Perfect. Because then I can charge it in the bottom. So I'll test this out, find out what direction it goes, figure it all out. Once I get it all figured out, I think I'm sticking it inside of here. And that will be cool. Yes. Yes! All right, so now I have to get a second Road Ripper so I can have one that's altered and one that's unaltered. My wife saw one the other day at the store, so I may have to have her pick it up for me again. And then I can convert one into remote control and leave the other one alone. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to see if my original He-Man figure fits in here. Because this will all be for naught if you can't put an original figure. Hey, you're not aimed on him. Oh, if you're going to kick him, you got to kick him right. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. Tila taking out Beastman in Bruce Lee form. I almost hate taking my original 80s He-Man and trying to stick them in here because I know it's going to cause some havoc on those rubber bands. You know what? I'm going to grab a different figure. I'm not going to take my pristine 80s He-Man and stretch his legs out. I guess I could use the other Mekaneck. Oh yeah. He actually fits better than the Origins figure fits. Now that is funny. Okay, that will be cool. Reminds me of the Mario Kart when you have Luigi look sideways. Burp. Burp. What's going on over there? Okay, this is going to be a fun project. I'm now looking forward to doing this. Yeah, you'd think they fit the same, but his butt actually goes all the way down in the seat. Look at that. So he actually has sitting power, and you can feel it actually fits in there better. Where the other one, when you stick him in there, you can't get his butt to go all the way down. He's got a gap there. Maybe if I took his armor off, he'd fit better, but... So it's funny, the 80s figures actually fit better in this Road Ripper. Oh, I cannot wait to change this out. It's going to be so much fun. I have to make some videos showing me ripping it apart. Well, sure, now he's not fitting. Fit, man, fit. Anyway, cool, cool, cool. Yes, Mario Kart Road Ripper, Land Shark, Sky Sled, or Sky Jet. That would be so cool. Sunman and Naked Stratos and Mini Evil Lyn are at Walmart. That's funny. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of funny, Jeff, because they are the same size and scale, but even though they are, sometimes I found that the 80s figures won't fit in some of the Origin stuff just because their knees don't bend and their parts don't move the same way. So we found some issues with trying to shove Origins figures into, or not Origins, but 80s figures into Origins things. So even though they are the same size and should fit, they all don't. So that's why I had to check it to make sure before I get too far into it. If it didn't work with an 80s figure, I would not be retrofitting it, which I know sounds kind of funny because it's like, well, why not? It's still kind of cool, but I don't know. Now I am going to have to take this sticker, and this sticker, and this sticker and scan them in so I can reprint them because they're all on the seam that I have to split open. And hopefully I can get this thing apart. I know, gone are the days of parts that are screwed together. It was so much more fun when you were a kid and everything was held together with screws. Now, not Masters toys. They were always glued together. All right, let me see if I missed anybody's questions here. That's really hot and pressing. Found the stunt roller. Nice. All right, cool. Well, hey, you guys, all of you guys, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so, as you're going to see me retrofit this as well as other things. I got my arches half printed for those, or half painted. So I got the base paints on. I just need to do the wash on it and have it match closer to this by doing my black and green washes on it. So that'll be kind of fun. But you can see I got the start of this going already with some washes. And I've been videotaping myself doing each step so I can show you the video of it later on once I have it all done. So that'd be cool. All right, good journey, you guys. Bye now.